I love this little
Yeah,
the void.
it kind of looks like you've got like a Bluetooth
earpiece.
Yeah. Phone
thing.
The Gargoyle King wants Jughead and me to be together.
Oh.
Ethelhead?
Requiem Queen. The king is dead.
So we open this episode with Gladys Jones and Jellybean Jones being back in the town of Riverdale. While FP is off being the sheriff, Jughead is trying to manage the serpents, trying to get new recruits because, you'll remember, Tony and Sherelle got excommunicated and then branched off to form their own rival gang, the Pretty Poisons.
I feel like I would be like the water boy for the Pretty Poisons.
I would love that for you. I've never seen Waterboy, starring Adam Sandler.
Neither have I. I just mean the concept of being a water boy.
I'm glad we had this talk. So Jughead is going over to Tony to be like, please come back to the gang. Please, 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 please. And Tony's like, no. Gladys is like, you should go over to the Ghoulies, Jughead. Make an alliance with the Ghoulies. I know that you're warring with them, but we need the numbers for your gang, or you're gonna not survive. Try to promise them that your Sheriff Papa will give them protection. And maybe they'll join with that. But
there are no ghoulies to speak of. They've all decided to go to the Gargoyle gang because they love griffins and gargoyles. So we're in the Gargoyle den, and Jughead goes up to the Gargoyle leader, not the Gargoyle King,
just the leader.
And he looks like Discount Lucas Gage, in my opinion. And he is cloaked in shadow, talking about some bullshit about there being, oh, this is the game, but it's not a game. Don't ever call it a game. And you're not allowed to be with us, Jughead, because you don't actually take anything seriously, you dumb bitch.
So Jughead is sparse for recruits to be in the Serpents. And it's getting worse because Tony goes back and reports to Cheryl about Jughead's shenaniganery, and Cheryl is like, oh my god, I can't believe that Jughead affronted you like this, Mon Amour. I'm gonna make him pay. So then Cheryl gets a bunch of the Poisons together after archery practice, and they go beat up Sweet Pea and Fangs in his Millicent Bystander, and
what's that from?
Flushed away. Jughead got no gals, no boys, and no prospects.
Whatever is he to do?
Who cares? We cut over to the Pembroke. Hiram is awake from his shooting coma, and he is like, Veronica, you owe me $75,000. You may remember Hermione said the same exact thing last episode. Veronica's taking the blame for all of the shenaniganery with the sale and the destruction of the drugs. So Veronica has to pay 2 payments of $75,000, all funneled through Gladys. Veronica's going up to Gladys to be like, oh my god, this is the tea about my father. He's upset that you're in town taking up the candy economy. Candy... Trade. And Gladys is like, hey, I actually need to have a sit-down dinner with both you and your father. So, they do. Veronica is like, Daddykins, what if you got out of the crime business and started just focusing on your industrial prison complex?
That's better.
That's much better, right?
And Gladys is like, what if I told you I could supply you with prisoners and you won't have to worry about drugs anymore? Yeah. And Hiram's like,
Sure. But it's kind of like, that was his plan all along, to be in charge of the drugs and fuel the prison himself, like horizontally integrated monopoly. But now you think you're making a boon, but you're just cutting off one of the Hydra's heads.
And 3 more will grow back. And for some reason, Veronica is like really pro Hiram.
Cut over to the Cooper house, and it's Alice's baptism into the farm. It's become that time. She's getting her wedding dress altered so that she has a gown to be baptized in.
And she is signing release forms saying that the farm is not responsible for her death.
Yeah.
And Betty is clocking the tea and going, hey, Diva Mother, why are you signing release forms about your death? And she's like, whatever.
Betty is doing her investigative journalism as always, and she's reconnecting with ex-members of the farm to try to get some fodder and convince her mother not to get baptized. And she goes up to Kevin for help, and he is like, hey, after that gay bashing that I experienced with my lover Moose, Evelyn's youth therapy group has actually been really supportive of me, and I'm joining the farm. So then one diva, though, does pick up Martha, and she's like, my sister Marigold got murdered in the baptism ceremony. And Betty's like, oh my god, Mamacita's not taking my calls, and she's not backing out. I have to run over there. Cut to the Sisters of Quiet Mercy, where all of the nuns have passed on and blue lips themselves. And it's now the baptism of Alice, and they're gonna dunk her in a vat of baptism juice. And Evelyn is grinning, everyone's hunky-dory. But then it takes a turn, because Polly's like dunking Alice, and then she's like choking Alice, and then Alice's arms go up, and it's just not looking good.
And Betty's like, guys, no!
So she runs in and she's like, rip Mother out of the baptism and doing compressions, and then Alice is fine and breathing, and they hug it out. Unfortunately, Alice is undeterred. It's actually a really, really well acted and harrowing scene. We cut back to the Cooper house post-baptism saviorship, and Betty is like, hey, they tried to kill you. What if you left? And Alice is like, actually, I'm like the phoenix rising from the ashes. I just got reborn out of the sticky womb of the baptism. And
I'm selling the house, so
yeah.
deal with it, diva.
And Betty is like, well, nards. And that's tough. It's tough. But very, very beautiful scene. Madchen, you get an Emmy.
And Lily, of course, you get
And Lily, you get
3 Emmys. Meanwhile, Archie is on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Because he really wants to be the head wrestler at Tom Keller's Wrestler Emporium.
Remember how Josie convinced him to take out his trauma and anger via wrestling classes? Well, he is, but he's actually not that good at it because he knows like street style.
Yeah, he's
and,
not.
Like, juvie
he doesn't
prison.
have like the basics down. So Tom is like, "You're not ready to fight," and Archie's like, "But what if I did?" And I overheard Elio,
the mob boss from New York, the gambling aficionado.
Yeah, and he's gambling more, booking a fight against this guy named Rudy. And yeah, nobody ever wins against him. But yeah, the reason why is because Elio is cooking the books, basically.
Well, he's placing bets on the winners, and then he's rigging the fights because he knows who's gonna win. And in this one, he's gonna pay Archie $1,000, $500 up front, $500 at the end, to throw the fight. And he's like, "It's good exposure. It's exposure, kid. So take it or leave it. This is how you get into this industry." Archie's like, "I'll take it." And then he's like, "I shouldn't take it." And Tom is like, "If you take it, I'm going to stop being your coach."
And Josie goes, "Hey, you're worth more than $500, babe. Get up."
But then he tries to, and Elio's like, "I'll break your kneecaps." So then Archie just goes ahead with the fight anyway. Tom decides to help in the end. Archie's bloodied and bruised, but this power of friendship and love keeps him alive. And he doesn't get KO'd. He actually loses the fight points-wise, but dignity-wise, he wins.
Him and Josie boink it out.
They boink it out and celebratory Joe's Archie. The energy of this episode.
Take it or leave it.
Jughead and Jellybean are watching a scary movie in their trailer. It's nighttime. How cozy. But then suddenly a bunch of gargoyles and masks descend on the scene, and they populate the cabin of the trailer. And Jughead pulls out his switchblade and Jellybean her slingshot, and then they're about to get into a brawl, but Gladys walks in after the gargoyles and is like, "Don't worry, kiddos, they're with me." And Jughead goes, "How did you get them to follow into the serpent fold if I couldn't convince them?" And Gladys is like, "I'm cooler and sexier.
Deal with it, bitch.
Deal with it." And then,
but in reality, it's because she controls the Fizzle Rocks.
All of this to be said, it's official. the ghoulies turned gargoyles are now serpents. So
there's that.
But not the pretty poisons.
No, the pretty poisons are here to stay.
We went from one gang, I guess 2 gangs.
Mm-hmm.
We were growing exponentially. Any closing thoughts?
Guys, we did it. We got this out.
This episode wasn't good.
No, the episode itself was not good.
Yeah. Ours
was great.
perfect.
We're perfect.
Like,
come on, guys, you understood.
Yeah. So, all things considered, pretty. If I had to say it in a word, it would be.
What's the word? We're just coming up with a word?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, one word?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
3.
Down. Yeah, okay.
3, 2, 1. Garbage. Bye.
Whatever, Diva. I had to sign these to go on that roller coaster ride in the county fair.
So
And I'm making that up, by the way.
I love that. So